Good day all. We're starting another Sunday vlog on a foggy day. I'm sure I'll have a mix of weather in this vlog, but on the day I decided to record this, we have a lovely fog and we just had an amazing thunderstorm. It actually woke me up. It was so strikingly loud. But there's Algernon Seagull out on the flat rock having breakfasted. Another of his chums floating out, and you can see how much the view is covered with fog there in the distance. The docks and the houses across the harbor are blurred with the fog, and even into the distance it's just sea with fog. Alright, let's see what we get up to for this week's vlog. And let's see what other weather we get up to as well. And now today, we have heavy winds, whitecaps, and sun. And of course the view has returned. Never a dull day with New England weather. So now let's head out for this week's outing. Well, I had to head back to Buzzards Bay today as I'm checking on the little bench I wanted to buy at the Clam Shack Antiques. And as I'm in the area, I thought I'd better hop over to the Home Depot because there's some little decorative wood pieces I wanted to get. So as I'm here, they have more plants out, so I think I'm going to have a little look. Lots of lovely pansies and things. Oh good, they've got box in already because I'm going to need some more box soon. These are wonderful. I love these in our climate because they're evergreen. And these flowers just last forever. Oh gosh. They have camellias. Look how beautiful. I actually want to get some of the camellias that are like the variety that they actually make tea from. So I'd love to get that. Sorry about the truck sounds. Oh, look at the clematis. Lilacs. Blueberries. The fall gold raspberries. I love these. Oh, it's the only one and it doesn't look that great. I actually first heard about these from Laura of Garden Answer, and so then I got my hands on some. A friend was growing them. I mean, I got my hands on the fruit, not the plant, and they were delicious. I'm sad that there's only that one and I don't know if it... So maybe I'll wait because next stop is the garden center, because as I'm in this area I want to go to that garden center which I haven't taken you to. They just opened yesterday. Lots of blueberries. Look at the azaleas are blooming. Our azaleas are still in bud, but of course these were probably in a hothouse. Oh, I love these multicolored yuccas. I think I have some evergreens on the terrace on the seaside, and they really do not do well with the unending wind and the heat and the sun, but the yuccas love it, so I think I'm going to replace the two pots with those instead of the evergreens and move the evergreens to the other side. Gosh, they have hydrangeas out already. Wow, the season really is coming on. Early blue. Don't have this one. Oh, look how beautiful. Just getting ready to flower. Oh, a purple fountain beach. I bet that's beautiful. Little dwarf pines. Yes, I just have some simple, like these, but simple little dwarf Alberta spruces, but because they're on the seaside, they've really been languishing, so they really need to go. And then I'll put yuccas in their place. Oh, good, more boxwood. What variety is this? Green velvet's good. This is a really pretty stemmed tree. Oh, it's an acer, a Japanese maple. Oh, I love the variegated azaleas. Those are really pretty. I have quite a few azaleas as well. They do really well in our soil here. Let's see, apples, Anjou pear. They have a dwarf peach. Okay. I have to go inside and find some little decorative details, which is why I came here, but I had to look at plants while I'm here before we head off to the other garden center. All right, let's head on in. Oh, they do have more veg, and look, they have onion sets. They have red. Oh, they also have the candy onions. These are so sweet. I think I'm gonna get a set of these. It's not bad. They have kales. Oh, and healthy little lavenders. That's a good variety. And dill. Gosh, they even have tomatoes out already. They must be bringing them in the evening. Let's see what they have for tomatoes. They have big boys, which makes sense. They have the big hybrids this time of the year. Still a bit early for tomatoes for me, although I have one growing in my plant room. Oh, these are pretty, I love this red romaine. So maybe I'll grab a cup of the red romaine. Oh, and they have butter crunch flats. Oh, it's iceberg, not butter crunch. I find iceberg a bit bland. Collards. And I have plenty of mint. All right, time to hop in and see what I can find for the decorative elements, which is why I am here. Oh wait, is this spinach? Oh, that looks nice spinach down there. They have cucumbers started already. Okay. All right, let's hop inside and see what I can find for decorative wood trim. Well, as we're in the area of Buzzards Bay in Wareham, I'm stopping at Olsens, which is a darling little garden center, and they just opened yesterday. I didn't turn the camera on in Home Depot because I can't get over the cost of wood, and the decorative trim was far too expensive for me. So let's just look at plants. Oh, this is lovely. Moonglow Sweet Bay Magnolias. Those are pretty. Oh wow, look how those poppies look really healthy. Look at the color of that poppy. Oh, this is a different color salvia, this Salvia numerosa. That's a really pretty color. Salvias do really well in our soil and our hot sun. Ooh, is this just dianthus or carnation? I love carnations. It's a beautiful color. Lavenders. Oh good, and they have proven winners in. Oh, and look at the color of this digitalis. It's really pretty. I usually grow mine from seed, but of course, if I find a color I really love, I don't mind getting it because, of course, I can save the seed come autumn. Beautiful heucherellas. Of course, I love heucheras. I use them year-round, house plants, decorations, even at Christmas time. I make planters out of them. So what do we have here? Really pretty phlox. Ooh, native plants. Sherwood purple creeping phlox. This is really pretty. This is really a unique. Look at how it flowers. It does look more like a wildflower. This is be beautiful in our woodland. Oh, look at the color of these hellebores. Oh, and this is the variety that, you know, hellebores normally bloom this way, but there's a variety, which I think this must be it, where the bloom has been bred to hold upright. Look how beautiful that color is. This color is frost-kissed Glenda gloss. It's really pretty. Oh, wonderful. This is a beautiful Aquilegia. I love this solid yellow. I have some like this with the purple and yellow, but I love this solid yellow. Of course, daylilies do really well here. Oh, but that's a beautiful yellow. And here we have some statues. Oh, I like this. A pair of those would be nice. How beautiful. That would be so beautiful in the center of my garden I'm making. It's very, very pricey though, so I'll have to think about that. Look how darling. Little alpines. I'm such a sucker for ferns. What are these ferns? For my shade garden. It's really pretty. Of course, lamium. Such a good ground cover. That's such a pretty color too. I think I might have to get one of these. Sorry about the traffic noise, but this garden center is unfortunately right on a very busy road. Not great for filming, but at least you can see what they have. And as they just opened yesterday, of course, the requisite pansies. They haven't any veg yet, so I'm kind of glad I picked up the couple little purple lettuce at Home Depot. Oh, is this Artemisia? Oh, Helichrysum, that's pretty. They do have stock. I love stock. Oh, I have to get stock. It's one of my favorite scents, that clovey scent. So I'm definitely getting some of these. Of course, I have plants out here, and in probably about 2 or 3 weeks, this will be filled. And all through here will be amazing, wonderful veg. And here, more shade-loving plants. Oh, look at the lovely bulbs. Look at the crocus. Oh, little tete-a-tetes. I love these. Usually what I do is at the end of the season when these get marked down, I just buy them. They mark them down to like $1 at some of the big box stores and then just plop them in the ground. This is really healthy rhubarb. Look how lovely that looks. That looks really nice for the veg garden. Actually, for the fruit and orchard. So and of course tulips, which I can only grow a small amount of tulips because the rabbit and deer eat them all up. But I have some parrot tulips I'm forcing in my plant room that I'm going to enjoy outside on Easter Day. Okay, let's go inside. Look at the color of this gladiola. Look at this dahlia. That color is amazing. Another really cool fountain. And of course I have all the lovely hothouse hydrangeas, which look beautiful now, but of course, hopefully people won't put these outdoors because they will die quite quickly. I think they're even actually a variety that might not be proper for our outdoor, but they're lovely for Easter time. Oh, the pelargoniums are beautiful. I love this variety of a geranium. It's just so pretty. I'm tempted to get one of these because pelargoniums or geraniums are quite easy to take cuttings from. Oh, and look at the color. Oh, so pretty. Oh, look at the vibrancy of that. I really am tempted to get one of these. Okay, I'm going to grab a couple things and head on home. Well, here's my very modest haul. As soon as I get home, I take the chicks out and let them play. I still can't decide if both of these silkies are going to be white or if this little darling is going to be a beautiful silver gray. But see, these guys are starting to get their beautiful wing feathers in. They're pretty. So today's modest find is I got 2 more boxwood because I'm determined to add as much boxwood structure to this property over the years that I'm here as I can. So as I can afford it, I buy a couple every so often and then I set them aside and take care of them until I'm ready to put them in. But I had to get some stock, one of my favorite scents, and I forgot to plant this stock seed this spring. I'm not sure why. And I don't have this beautiful yellow, and I'm doing a garden with lots of yellows and purple. So I got that for there, and then I just got some magic mixed ranunculus, because these are further on than mine. And then at the end of the season, I'll just dig up those bulbs. And I couldn't resist this beautiful, beautiful salmon pink colored poppy, which will be destined for my peachy apricot garden if and when I ever put that together. But I just keep adding peach flowers to my garden, and then one day I'll pick out where I want it to be and I'll move them. But this is called champagne pink. But I think it has a very beautiful, I think it would look lovely with a peach color. And in fact, my chicks maybe the peach garden will eventually be where the chicks are, because these chickens, when they get big, will have a lovely peach tone. Well, oh, and of course, I eat salad and lettuce every day, and I love romaine mixed, so I love a red romaine, so I just grabbed a couple because I hadn't planted any red romaine yet. So I grabbed a couple of those. And, oh, and of course, I got a bag of liatris. These do so well. I have quite a few here, but they do so well, and it's for $5.98 for 12. I usually get 1 or 2 packs every season to throw around because these will be pretty. And actually, I might plant these where I'm going to be putting the stock, because that's where I'm going to be doing the purple and yellow. And I know this looks pink in here, but these actually are lovely purple tone, and they do really well in our soil and sun. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this odd little vlog today, an outing. I was going to measure the bench again, and since I had to be in that area where the Clam Shack Antiques was, I thought I would go and hit the local Home Depot, where I was sticker shocked by the cost of the wood. I went to buy wood trim. I didn't even take the camera out to show you because I thought it's not even worth it. But the little wood decorative trim I wanted for my chicken run I've been building, $30 for one little bracket. So I think I'm going to take my new toy, which is a little staple gun nailer, and just make my own decorative elements. But it's a lovely day, and I have to get this video edited, have to get the footage edited, and the chicks are enjoying having some time outside. And these plants will have to be set aside for now. No time to garden today as it's an editing day. But thank you for joining me. And of course, we ran the gamut of fog and rain, sun, and now mixed cloud and sun. But you can see the sparkle of the sun on the sea over there. All right, well, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a lovely week. And until next Sunday, or till in the comments or on other chats. Oh, sounds like the fishermen have a new dog. Usually we don't hear dogs this early in the season, but I think the shell fishermen have a dog down on the docks. Look at the chicks chasing one another. They're so silly. All right, sorry, this is a long-winded ending, but thank you for joining me for this week's vlog, and I will see you next week. All right, thank you, and remember, stay creative. Cheers.